Hey, what's up all you Taobaholics? This is Paul here, aka Paul Booster, back with another video. And today we're gonna cover a wireless router that I bought off the Taobao. And as you know, I shifted to a new place and I needed a wireless router for the new house. So I realized a lot of the internet service providers require me to top up $200-300 just to get a decent wireless router. So I went online and in search for a good wireless router. Apparently the decent one would be classed as the AC1750. Basically what it means is the total bandwidth over the wireless network is about 1750 megabytes per second. And I managed to find this TP-Link router in Taobao. This is the TP-Link WDR7500, and this is the equivalent for the local version. The name is called the Archer C7. Basically the same thing, just the naming is different. And this one cost me about $85 all the way from China, and it's the AC1750. So over 2.4 gigahertz network, it gives me about 450 megabytes per second. Over the 5G network, it gives me about 1300 megabytes per second, in a combined total of 1750 megabytes per second. So you really need a high-speed wireless router if you have a lot of devices connecting to your wireless network and you don't want to be slowed down in case there is a bottleneck. If your wireless network is AC 1750 and below, same thing, the speed will be limited if a lot of devices connect to the same wireless network, and you have to share that bandwidth. So we want to go for the higher one possible. I'm running on a 1 Gbps network from my Republic, and I really need this AC1750 wireless router. So I bought this and I'm gonna unbox it for you today and check it out. So without further ado, let's open this big boy up. It comes like this in a box, and the seller is kind enough to throw in a Ethernet cable, which is the Cat 5e cable, as you can see here. You open it up, first thing you would see is a white box, and let us just open this. There's nothing else in the box. The first thing you notice is a warranty card. That's for China. There is no use to us at all. You can always send it back to get it fixed, but I see no point. Just most of it would be reliable, and then some setup instructions on how to use it. I'm going to run you through. So basically the connection is pretty easy. Now the first thing that you see here is we've got the adapter, the power line, the power adapter, which is something like this. Comes with the China plug, so you gotta convert it into the local plugs, and that's about it. And then we've got the wireless router itself. It looks like this, and it has 6 antennas. All in all, there is 6 antennas to give you that wireless coverage. The Archer C7 comes with 3 antennas, 4 or 3 antennas if I remember correctly. 3 antennas, yeah, instead of 6. The Chinese one comes with 6 antennas, and without further ado, let's set it up. And it's pretty standard. The WAN goes here, and then we have 4 gigabit ports here. You just connect it to any one of your LAN ports at the utility box in the house, and just powered it on. It's pretty simple. So in fact, there is a downside to the AC1750 router, is that the utility is in Chinese. Because it is the Chinese version of the Archer C7, the utility is in Chinese. But once you got it set up, you don't have to touch it again forever. So you don't have to worry because it's in Chinese. The only problem is when you are setting the router up, you figure it out. Once you get it done, you don't have to access it again. So guys, this is the utility box here. As you see, for all newer HDBs, the utility box is right next to the front door. And here's how we've got the router set up. within the utility box. All the LAN cables are here in the orange slots, all the gigabyte ports, and then the WAN cable, which is the purple one, to the blue port here. So all these are hooked up and wire managed into the box. As you can see here, 1, 2, and 3. Take note of number 3, that's very important. I'm going to show you something later. And it's all hooked up to the modem. So guys, the very first thing that you do after setting up the router is really to go into your browser, to go into the utility. And all you need to do is key in 192.168.1.1. And with that, you can see here the utility is actually in Mandarin. Yes, it's in Chinese. Yeah, that's probably the downside of the router, but I bought it thinking that Google Translate could do the job, but turns out it doesn't. And you just have to navigate around it. It's fairly simple, easy to use. Like I told you, once you configure it, you never have to log in again. The very first thing that you go in, they'll prompt you for the login password. They'll prompt you to set your login password, which allows you to access the utility. I have already done so, so I am going to key in the password and get into the utility. And this is my setting here. Now the very first thing you need to do is to set up your wireless network after you have set the access password. So locate the number 2.4 gigahertz, which is here. Just give it a click. So you got to key in your SSID here. This SSID will be the name of your wireless 2.4 gigahertz bandwidth, and I've named it here to be Jarvis Mark 49. So go into the 无线安全设置, and there you will need to key in your password. So you repeat the same step again for your 5 gigahertz band network, which by clicking the 无线设置 5 gigahertz, see the number 5 there, just click on it and repeat the steps of setting your SSID and go into the 无线安全设置 for the 5 gigahertz band. And of course, select the same thing, WPA PSK2, WPA2 PSK, input your password and click 保存. Alright, and after you're done, that's about it. So what they will prompt you that you probably have to reset your router for it to get in, be in effect. So after that, that's it. I'm just gonna show you one more step. These days nobody does port forwarding anymore, but you can actually port forward on this. So what you need to do is to click on this 转发规则, and with that just click on the very first icon, which is here. And after that, you just input the ports that you want to open on the first column, and then put in your IP address. The second box, you can just leave it blank, and then just key in your IP address and click 保存, and that's about it. So guys, I'm going to show you the first world problems that we have with the new HDB flats. As you know, wireless signal do not bounce off the wall, so we're gonna have an issue with the range. Today most HDBs are in a long rectangle shape, so when you get to several rooms, the signal is very weak. Let me show you how mine set up. So if you look at it, there's the utility box right there just beside the front door, and right now I am connected on the Jarvis 5G network at full bar, and therein lies my long corridor leading to my master bedroom. So I'm gonna take a little walk and check out the signal. Right, so now I'm walking through the corridor. Right, we're still on 5 bars, and let me show you what happens when I get here. This little place here is where I like to take my dumps, and As soon as I go into the toilet, I only get 2 bars, and I'm usually forced to take the 2.4 gigahertz bandwidth. Usually I will not have any 5G connection when I'm here, and I go into the 2.4 gigahertz network. So let's move on further into the bedroom. Right, we're still on 5G here. Into the bedroom, still on 5G. Oh, 1 bar now, 1 bar, and we're gonna go to the extreme far end. I believe we're gonna lose connection very soon. Extreme far end of the bedroom. Yes, we've lost the connection. Right, so that's how it goes. Usually at the master bedroom, you do not have any connection at all. So what we are going to do is, you know, the old routers that you have, now that we've gotten a new one, we are going to set up that router in a LAN point in one of the common rooms, so that you get reception at the far end of the house. So guys, this is my old Asus router, and I'm here in my second common bedroom. We're gonna set this up as an access point, so the master bedroom gets more wireless signal. So the very first thing you need to do is power on your old router. Don't connect it to any LAN point, just hook it up to your PC over here and power it on. But what I need you to do is hit the reset button, hold it there for more than 10 seconds. Okay, we're gonna reset the whole router, so let's just hold the reset button more than 10 seconds. So once you're done with that, go ahead back to your laptop and key in the address to access your router utility, which is in my case 192.168.1.1. Again, this just happens that the Asus router and the TP-Link router has the same address to access the utility. Yeah, it's not always the brands are the same. Since I've just resetted the address, the router, the username and password is the same. It's by default admin and admin. So go ahead and log in. Now this is actually to set up the utility password. I'm just gonna scroll through this very quickly. Set it to access point mode. Get LAN IP automatically. No. Set the IP address to something very high, so I'm gonna go with 231. So 192.168.1.231, that's gonna be my IP address. Subway must just leave it. Default gateway, leave it. Let's click next. So here you need to enter your SSID for the new access point. I'm gonna call it 1 piece 2.4, and for the 5G I'm gonna call it 1 piece 5.0. So key in the password, and once you're done, click apply. So once you're done, you're gonna unplug the LAN cable, and we're gonna put it into the LAN port all the way here, and that's the number 3 I was talking about. Just connect it in, and that's it, you're done. Now we're gonna search, and we found the 1 piece 5.0, and now we're connected at 5 bars. And yes, we have internet on the new access point, and I'm just gonna head to the extreme end of the bedroom where I used to get no internet connection, and right now I would have 4 bars already on the 5G network. based on my access point that I've just installed. Okay guys, so that's it. That's the end of the video and my review of the $80 TP-Link router from Taobao. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you liked it, please do leave a thumbs up down below and subscribe to the channel. I really look forward to seeing you guys in the next video of Trash or Treasure. This is Paul here, aka Paulabusa, signing off.